Good morning, students. Today we are going to continue the same unit, that is 7, atoms and molecules. In atoms and molecules, today we are going to discuss the next topic, molecule and molecular mass. How to define, how to calculate the molecular mass. Already we discussed about water atoms and how we calculate the atomic mass. Today we are going to discuss molecule and molecular mass. What are molecules? Already we said what are molecules? Molecules are atoms of same element or atoms of different element combined together with a strong attractive force. That attractive force may be either chemical bond. They are called molecules. See the definition. Molecules are the combination of two or more atoms held together by chemical bond. The chemical bond is present in between the atoms of same element or atoms of different element. Let us see the examples. In case of oxygen, oxygens are bound together by double bond. Same atom, they are connected by this bond, double bond. Now let us move to carbon dioxide. We know that this is carbon dioxide, CO2. The carbon atom is bonded with two oxygen atom with two double bonds. Now move on to ammonia. What is ammonia? NH3. How the molecular structural arrangement of ammonia will be? See this one. One nitrogen atom may be combined with three hydrogen atom with a single bonds. This is the structure of ammonia. So I think you may be clear about molecule. So what are molecule? Combination of two or more atoms held together by chemical bond. Now we have to discuss the classification of molecules. We can classify the molecules. See the examples here, same atoms, and here the different atoms. In case of carbon dioxide and ammonia, different atoms are combined together. On the basis of the nature of atoms present in the molecule, we are going to classify the molecules. The major classifications are, one is homoatomic molecule and the next one is heteroatomic molecule. What are homoatomic molecule? Again take the example of oxygen. Or let us see the examples given at the bottom. See this line. Here the sodium, lithium, oxygen, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, boron, sulfur and phosphorus. All these comes under homoatomic molecule. Now, I think you may be clear about the term what is homo. Homo is the same type of atoms. And homoatomic molecules are the atoms with the same atoms with the same type of same atoms form the molecule. The molecule with the same type of atoms are called homoatomic molecules. And we can also divide the homoatomic molecules into monoatomic, diatomic, triatomic or polyatomic. Depends upon the number of atoms present in it. See here, sodium, lithium, they are having only one atom. So they comes under this category. Monoatomic molecule. And what is homodiatomic molecule? In case of oxygen, fluorine, chlorine and bromine, two atoms are present. So this comes under homodiatomic molecules. What is homotriatomic molecules? Let us see this one, boron B3. Here three atoms are present. Same type of atoms present in the molecule. And if the atoms has more than three, if the molecules has more than three atoms, they comes under this category. They are polyatomic. In case of sulfur, 8 atoms are present. In case of phosphorus, 4 atoms are present. They are example for polyatomic molecules. And second type is heteroatomic molecules. Hetero, the word itself defines different types of atoms. If the molecule is formed by different atom, they are called heteroatomic molecules. Again it has some classifications, di, tri or poly. Come to this line, these are the examples for the heteroatomic molecules. See HCl. Here the different atom, hydrogen and chlorine are different atom. They combined to form the molecule. But here the two atoms, one hydrogen and one chlorine atom is present. So it is an example of diatomic molecule. This is also another one example. The hydrochloric acid, water molecule, carbon dioxide and methane. See, in the all 4 molecule, 2 different atoms are present here. Hydrogen and oxygen, carbon and oxygen, carbon and hydrogen. They are present. But we have to classify the nature of number of atoms present in it. In case of hydrochloric acid, 2 atoms are present. 2 different atoms are present in the molecule. So this is an example for heterodiatomic molecule. In case of H2O, 2 different atoms, hydrogen and oxygen, but here 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom. So it is an example for hetero triatomic molecule. 2 hydrogen atom with 3 total 2 hydrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom, that form 3 atom in the molecule. This is hetero triatomic molecule, and this is also hetero triatomic, hetero no carbon and oxygen, and then it contains 3 atoms. So it is an example for hetero triatomic molecule. Come to this one, 1 carbon atom and 4 hydrogen atoms. So total number of atoms here are 5. If the number exceeds 3, then this comes under polyatomic. So these are the examples like methane, glucose, C6H12O6, ammonia and sulfuric acid. These are the examples for hetero polyatomic molecules. In case of sulfuric acid, let us find how many number of atoms are present. What is the number of atoms? How many number of atoms are present here? Here 2 hydrogen atom, 1 sulfur and 4 oxygen atoms. So totally 2 plus 1 3 plus 1 4. Totally 7 atoms. So 7 atoms are present. That is an example for hetero polyatomic molecule. And another one important point we have to discuss is atomicity. What is atomicity? What is atomicity? The definition of atomicity is nothing but number of atoms present in a molecule. It is very, very important. Now we can find the atomicity of all these elements. Let us see what is atomicity of bromine. What is atomicity of bromine? The bromine is Br2. Okay, the atomicity here is 2. Now come to methane. What is the atomicity of methane? 1 carbon plus 4 hydrogen atom. Total number of atoms is 5. So the atomicity of methane is 5. And what is the atomicity of glucose? 6 plus 12 18 plus 12 24. So here the atomicity is 24. Here atomicity is, in case of hydrochloric acid, 2, 1 hydrogen and chlorine. I think you may be clear about the term atomicity. What is atomicity? Number of atoms present in a molecule. That gives the value of atomicity. Like relative atomic mass, now we are going to explain what are relative molecular mass. So relative is nothing but comparing the substance. What we want to find the molecular mass, either molecular mass or atomic mass with a standard one. Here also, in case of relative molecular mass, here also we are taking carbon 12 as a standard atom. So how will you find the molecular mass? Like atomic mass, here the RMM is nothing but relative molecular mass is equal to the ratio of mass of one molecule of the substance divided by 1 by 12th mass of an atom of carbon 12. What is relative molecular mass? RMM is equal to mass of one molecule of substance divided by 1 by 12th part of mass of an atom of C12. One thing you have to listen here, in case of either AMM or RMM, in both the cases you have to find one thing. First, in the numerator we are taking the mass of one molecule of the substance or atom of atomic mass of one molecule of the substance. First you have to take in the numerator and come to this denominator. Here we are writing 1 by 12th part of mass of an atom of C12. That is nothing but 1 divided by 1. 1 by 12th part, that is nothing but 1 da. 12 part எனக்கு அந்த round போட்டு பார்த்திருக்கோம். And then in the circle we are taking a single part from the 12 parts in the circle. So single part that is 1. Whole thing one circle, that is divided by 1 by 12th part. அப்போ 1 divided by 1, that is almost equal to 1 தான். So the mass of one molecule of the substance may be divided by 1 1 that is equal to 1 by 12th mass of an atom of C12. I think you may be clear about this. And it is also, since it is a ratio, it has no units. So it can be expressed in the form of gram molecular mass. Gram molecular mass is nothing but relative molecular mass. Now move on to the calculation. In your book, page number 90, two examples are given. I want to explain these two examples. It is a very important and also easy one thing. So see the question. In the example 1, what it is given? You take your book. The relative molecular mass of the sulfuric acid is calculated. How will you find the relative molecular mass of sulfuric acid? Relative molecular mass of sulfuric acid. The first thing you have to write is, you remember the molecular formula of sulfuric acid. I think you may all know about this molecular formula. But again, I want to recall. What is the molecular formula of sulfuric acid? H2SO4. And now you see the molecular formula and then find how many different atoms are present. Here sulfur, oxygen and 3 different atoms are present. And how many atoms are present? 2 plus 1 plus 3 plus 4, 7. Totally 7 atoms are present. And how will you calculate the relative molecular mass? First write, in the first step, you have to write 2 number of hydrogen atoms. 2 into mass of hydrogen atom. And you have to put it in a bracket and add. It's very important. First atom should be put it in a bracket with the number of atoms present multiplied with the mass of that atom. Second atom, come to the second one. 1 sulfur atom with the mass of sulfur. Multiply the mass of sulfur atom with the number 1 and add this one. Again another one bracket and then put third bracket. Here 3 atoms are present, so 3 brackets should come. And in the third step, third part, write 4 into, that is 4 number of oxygen atoms should be multiplied with the mass of oxygen atom. Come to this step, 2 into 1. 1 is nothing but mass of hydrogen atom. 1 into 32. 32 is the mass of sulfur. And 4 into 16, mass of oxygen atom. And if you add all the 3 quantities, we get the number 98. 98 that express 98 times as heavy as 1 by 12th part of carbon 12 atoms. Girls, you may have the doubt how we find the mass of hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen, or if some other substances may given, then how will you find the masses? It is all the things are given in your periodic table. In the periodic table, both atomic number and mass numbers are given. So you have to refer your periodic table. Better you have to keep in your mind. Remember all these masses of all these elements. That is the easy way. Then come to the second example. In the second example, the relative molecular mass of water is calculated. What is RMM of water? First step is okay. First step is what? Write the molecular formula H2. I think you may be clear about this molecular formula. And how many atoms of hydrogen? 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atoms of oxygen. So 2 should be multiplied with the mass of hydrogen and put it in a bracket. So 2 brackets you have to write. One is for hydrogen and the second one is for oxygen. And first bracket hydrogen and then this is added with 1 into mass of oxygen. 2 into mass of hydrogen 1 plus 1 into mass of oxygen 16. Totally you get 18. That 18 represents 18 times as heavy as 1 by 12th part of carbon 12 atom. Are we clear about this one? Next, we are going to see the difference between atoms and molecules. What are atoms? Atoms are the smallest particle that are taking part in a chemical reaction. But molecules are the smallest particle of an element or compound. Is it clear? It is a smallest particle of an element. Atoms are smallest particle of an element only. But molecules are smallest particle of element and also compound. Molecules are present in compound. And atoms do not exist in a free state except noble gas. The noble gases has a capacity to exist in a free state. But atoms do not exist in a free state. But molecules exist in a free state. Since it is stabilized by chemical bonds, it can be existed in a free state. And atoms are highly reactive. it is having a tendency to make a bond with a neighboring atom. Except noble gas, all atoms are highly reactive, but molecules are less reactive since they are stabilized by bond. And then atoms do not have a chemical bond. There is a attractive force in between the atoms in case of noble gases, but they do not have a chemical bond. But molecules are. In molecules, the atoms are held together by chemical bond. Is it clear? These are the difference between atoms and molecules. In exam point of view, it is a very important 2-mark question. Are you following? Then, next term we are going to introduce is mole concept. What is mole concept and why we are choosing this one? The mole concept is used to find the amount of atoms or number of particles present in the macroscopic samples. What are macroscopic samples? Atoms and molecules are tiny one. Single atom or single molecule, they are very smallest and we cannot see in our naked eye. So they are very small and then they are called microscopic particles. In case of macroscopic samples, that is, if enormous number of atoms or enormous number of molecules, if they are combined together, then it will be bigger in size, and we have to move on to another one quantity to find the number of atoms or number of molecules in that samples. So to measure the number of atoms or molecules, we are using this special unit that is very convenient to find the number of atoms and molecules in a macroscopic samples is nothing but mole concept. We can simply say this as MOLE, mole, or MOL. What is mole or MOL? It is nothing but the amount of substances that contains as many entities as there are atoms in exactly 12 gram of C12 isotopes determined experimentally. See, the as many as entities. What are as many as entities? They are atoms. So in between these samples, macroscopic samples, it may be formed of so many number of atoms, or so many, in case of molecule, so many number of molecules may be present, or in case of ions or some other, they may be combined, a combination of more number of ions. These are the entities. And again, what are mole? The amount of the substances, these substances that contain as many entities as there are atoms in exactly 12 gram of C12 isotopes, that is determined experimentally. Already they determined the number of atoms or number of molecules or number of ions present in carbon 12 isotope and kept this as standard, and comparing the amount of substances present in other element with carbon 12 isotope, and they gave a exact number, that is nothing but Avogadro number. This is called Avogadro number. What is that value? 6.023 into 10 power 23. It is named after an Italian scientist, Amedeo Avogadro, who proposed its significance, and to honor his name, they gave this as Na, that is Avogadro number. Is it clear? For example, 1 mole of oxygen contain, if 1 mole of oxygen, if we consider 1 mole of oxygen, it definitely contain 6.023 into 10 power 23 number of atoms or molecules or ions. Like this, if you want to find the number of moles, 5 moles, number of atoms or molecules or ions in 5 moles of oxygen, then it should be multiplied by 5. 5 into 6.023 into 10 power 23 number of atoms in case of 5 moles of oxygen, or number of molecules in case of 5 moles of oxygen, or number of ions in 5 moles of oxygen.